This is the Saturday Morning Cereal Podcast. What is up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Morning Cereal. I'm Amanda Ann, here with Mike. And guys, I am so sorry that this has been delayed. Mother Nature decided to take her own course of action yesterday and give us bunch of tornado warnings in the Chicagoland area, and it was really scary, and a power went out. So, we're just a little late on this. But today, we are going to get a little prehistoric here and talk about the new Jurassic World Dominion film that came out. And, you know, I don't remember, and Mike, I don't know if you do too, when we went to see the previous Jurassic World film, I fell asleep. We were at Disney Springs at that AMC theater down there, and I actually fell asleep during it, so I don't remember too much of it. But I did like the first Jurassic World movie in this trilogy. And of course there's nothing more classic than the old Jurassic Park film, and we do get to see some old familiar faces. So that was a treat. What did you think overall, Mike? Like, tying in from the past, let's just go off of Jurassic World, the last two movies, and then this one. Like, overall as a trilogy, do you think it should have been a trilogy?
It was a trilogy. There was Jurassic World 2, Lost Dominion, and Fallen Kingdom, and then there was this one, Dominion. So it was a trilogy, but it did build off of the original Jurassic Park with the returning legacy characters. Mm-hmm. So it was great to see those again. I
don't know. Like, I just felt like these last two movies were kind of... I didn't like the story. I thought the story was a little confusing because there was a lot going on in this film, especially with, like, the newer characters, like Chris Pratt's character. I'm sorry, I can't remember the characters' names. But then you also have the classic characters, Jeff Goldblum, Laura Dern's back. So that was fun, but... And it did eventually all tie in together, but overall, like... And I just remember not really enjoying Jurassic World 2, so overall, I felt like if they would have just left it with the first Jurassic World film as kind of like a reboot of Jurassic Park, because I enjoyed that one. I really liked the, what was it called? It'll come to me, but the Tyrannosaurus Rex that they created...
The Abomosaurus Rex, I think it's called.
Yeah, Abdominal Rex or something like that. But, yeah, I like that. But again, like, I don't know. I just thought these stories were kind of boring. I'm not going to lie.
Well, it is kind of a change in formula because so far every Jurassic Park movie has been take these characters who know and love dinosaurs from digging bones or studying them and put them in a park or some type of area or a tropical island with dinosaur characters, and then have these other characters come in and try to control the dinosaurs and just let havoc run loose. And although it's not everyone's favorite in the Jurassic Park movies, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, it was only that type of movie for the first half, and it was elevated in my sense with the fact that the island was being destroyed by a volcano. And then the last half of the movie was a smaller movie with just a couple dinosaurs and Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, and then this new character Sophia, I want to say, on this little, like, mansion, and with these people buying and selling dinosaurs as, like, assassination weapons, which I think is kind of corny, because if you can point a laser at somebody, like, why not just shoot them? Why do you have to have a velociraptor go after them?
Right.
But, yeah, so then Jurassic World 3 comes out, and it's the first half of the movie is very exposition heavy. There's a lot of voiceover work, a lot of narration, but we do get to see, like, how do humans and dinosaurs coexist and live together. And for the first half of the movie, it's very interesting, and then in the second half it does fall into that formula of take these characters, put them in a tropical space, have the dinosaurs run loose, and have the bad guys get eaten. So, yeah, I respect the second Jurassic World movie for kind of breaking that formula in its second half, and then I respect this movie for breaking it in the first half of the movie with those really cool, exciting chases on the motorbike and with Claire and just the dinosaurs running loose in like a metropolitan area.
Yeah, that was interesting to see. I really enjoyed the horses and I don't know what those dinosaurs are called. I based my dinosaur knowledge off The Land Before Time because I love those movies when I was a kid. So I call them the ducky dinosaurs. But they're all galloping in the field like together, so I thought that was really cool. Also, I just love Blue, right? And I love how Blue reproduced this little baby, and it was so cute. But like again, like I just kind of lost my way when they were explaining the whole thing with the girl and then Blue being able to like reproduce by altering like DNA and genetics and all that. That part just kind of lost me.
Yeah, the newer dinosaurs that were created just for the franchise, like the Abomasaurus Rex and then all these like crossbreed dinosaurs, I don't think they're as cool. And I think they're just kind of like a marketing ploy to sell toys.
Yeah, because the first thing you think about, and Jurassic Park is just one of those films that you say the name, 9 times out of 10, someone associates that name with dinosaurs. They're like, that's the dinosaur movie. That's, the T-Rex logo. And, yeah, I'm kind of losing my train of thought on this, but the hype for this movie was good, and I feel like it kind of drew back, because let's be real here. This past year has been about Marvel in the box office, I think, because we had Spider-Man, then we had Doctor Strange, and now we're having Thor. But we are having these other big names coming back, like Top Gun, Maverick. This movie, Jurassic World, broke box office, I think, without a Marvel film or anything. I don't know if it would have succeeded as good if it came out on the same like week as even like Lightyear, Pixar's Lightyear coming out this week, or Thor in a few weeks. But it did beat Top Gun in the box office. And right now, it has a reported 185 million. So, I mean, that's decent. And when we went, there was a lot of people with, like, Jurassic Park t-shirts. Mike, you had a Jurassic Park shirt on. People love these movies. People love dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs. And you go and see these movies because you want to see, even though they're CGI, you want to see the dinosaurs. And ultimately, that's what this movie had, was a lot of cool dinosaurs. Mike, we were talking about that one dinosaur that looked like a bird, but had, like, these really long talons.
Yeah, it was like a bird. It had like a beak, and then it had like super long like Freddy Krueger claws.
Yeah, that was
and
good.
it was chasing Bryce Dallas Howard around in like a little marsh area, and then it teamed up with the T-Rex and it took down a bigger predator. So it was pretty cool.
We also had the Gigantosaurus Rex too.
Yeah, they said there was a bigger land carnivore animal than the T-Rex. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, but there was a big epic fight at the end though. That was cool. Always like to see like 2 T-Rexes going at it. But I also like the Bronchiosaurus too, just because they're gentle giants. I love, their long necks and stuff. I call them the Littlefoot dinosaurs. And also the baby Triceratops. They were just so cute. And that was like kind of an interesting thing too in this film, is you see people smuggling these dinosaurs just for like trade. Like, it's kind of like the, the black web, or what's it called? The dark web. Dinosaurs could be sold on the dark web in that universe. It's so kind of sad to think about.
Yeah, everything that humans have done to other species was being done to dinosaurs, like the forced breeding with the Triceratops and the black market trade, and then the hurting and the settling of them.
Yeah, so let's talk about some of the characters. Again, we have Chris Pratt back as Owen Grady. We have Bryce Dallas Howard as Claire Dearing. Laura Dern's back as Ellie Sadler. Sam Neill is Alan Grant. Jeff Goldblum as the famous Ian Malcolm. And I loved it when he came on screen. Because honestly, I haven't seen Jurassic Park in years. It's been a very long time. So I kind of forgot some things. But I do remember, like, my parents, too, they liked the Jeff Goldblum character in the movie. So when he came back, that was great because it just brought that classic thing back. I don't know what you thought. I know you're a big Jeff Goldblum fan.
I do love me some Jeff Goldblum. He plays generally the same character in every movie, but he does it so well. It's so niche for him that it works. And he returns in this movie, and he is, of course, working for the bad guys, taking their paycheck, but he's also trying to warn them of what they're doing, and he's kind of warning them that, you know, even though we can try to control Mother Nature, we can try to control these dinosaurs, it's really not within man's realm to hold dominion over dinosaurs and nature in general, because it's just we're just humans, and we're fleshy, bony things on a giant rock that's rotating around an exploding gas cloud. Mm-hmm. And, like, what control do we ultimately have in the universe? I mean, we're just a speck in the Earth's existence, and eventually humans will be extinct, and nature will continue on without us.
Yeah, and it's weird. I was reading I have a couple of reviews up of Jurassic World, and one person was like, what if the world would, like, restart itself? Like, it could be, like, dinosaurs and humans, but, like, a mesh, or, like, we come back as cyborgs. Like, that's food for thought. Anyway, back to our original programming here. DeWanda Wise plays Kayla Watts, and I thought she was pretty good. I liked how she was kind of like I wouldn't say like a bounty hunter, but
she was like a smuggler. She's like a Han Solo, like, smuggling
maybe
pilot.
Han Solo vibes.
Yeah.
I liked her. And then Isabella Sermon as Maisie Lockwood. I thought she was pretty good too. I mean, all these actors, they portrayed their characters very well. And there's such a great chemistry between Bryce and Chris Pratt, too. And I really like that family dynamic they had at the end, even though, like, you know, Maisie's not their biological daughter, that they still had these, like, paternal instincts towards her. And so that was really nice. I really, really enjoyed that. What did you think of the acting and portrayal of characters? You think everyone was on point?
Yeah, I mean, everyone did a good job with their characters. I gotta say that the guy who played the main bad guy of this film, he was very, very awkward to watch. I forgot his name and the actor who plays him, but he was like that Steve Jobs type character, and he was just really strange. He made some interesting acting choices. He played Richard Parker in the Amazing Spider-Man series.
Is it Campbell Scott?
Yes.
Louis Dodgson is who he played.
Dodgson, we got Dodgson here. So yeah, he was of course the character from the first movie that Wayne Knight was selling dinosaur embryos to in the shaving cream. So he had taken these dinosaurs and kind of started up his own company, and they continued that plot point, and he gets the same ending as his partner with the ink spitting dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, there's always some type of, like, you know, audience applause, or me, like, I mentally applauded when the dinosaur just went gulp. Just took him out. We like to see it. So, one other thing, I have been going through the reviews, and Rotten Tomatoes, they've been just, like, so harsh on this movie. It's like 29% tomato meter. But a lot of these people are ragging on the CGI of the dinosaurs. I don't know why.
Most of them were, a lot of it was practical effects this time around. It looked like there were a lot of improvements with, like, puppetry in this film.
Maybe that's where the disconnect is with the viewer. Because, I mean, I didn't see a difference. I really liked the part where Bryce's character was in the water. Like, she kind of knew to get into the water and then go underneath it to avoid that dinosaur, and the dinosaur's like mouth was right above her. That part was cool for me. Very, very intense. But yeah, overall, audiences seem to be really liking this. The fans seem to be pleased. Like I said, I mean, I like Jurassic Park and I really did like Jurassic World, but these last two films I've been personally just kind of like, on. You know, they're entertaining. You know, I was, you know, it had my attention throughout the whole film. I don't know about you, Mike, but...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they plan on continuing this franchise, but we really do need to break the formula of people in a tropical island trying to avoid being eaten by dinosaurs somehow. We need maybe a smaller setting with a lot less characters running around. Maybe... instead of checking in on Owen and Claire, we could get the original 5 people back from the first Jurassic Park movie with the kids returning, and get a different setting. Like, how cool would it be people trying to avoid dinosaurs in like a blizzard or on like
downtown Chicago.
Downtown Chicago, like give us a new setting. Yeah. Something we haven't seen before. So that's what I really want out of this franchise.
Agreed.
Because, you know, it's gotten old.
Yeah, maybe that's what my problem is with it. Is it's just repetitive. It's like been there, done that type of thing. So what have you guys thought of the new Jurassic World Dominion movie? Let us know. And I know this is a little short, but that's going to wrap that up. This is actually going to be a double episode week, so we got this, and then over the weekend we will be posting our Lightyear review, which I am so excited for. Everyone that knows me knows I love Toy Story, so this is going to be a very interesting movie. It's going to be the action hero that inspired the toy, so I guess we'll see what it's going to be like, right? So, also, we've been life has been in our way a little bit, all good things, but we're our attention's shifted a little bit on that. But we will be back posting regularly until Thor comes out. That'll be our season finale. But we're going to cover, we were going to cover Essex Serpent, but I didn't end up liking it. I mean, I love Tom Hiddleston. I loved his character in it, but overall that show was just... Mike, you stopped even watching it.
I read the spoilers and I was like, oh, so it's been that all along? I wasn't really going to watch the final episode with you.
I was so mad.
It's more of a romantic period piece than anything.
Yeah. A lot of sinning in it. But we also finished Stranger Things, which was phenomenal. Can't wait until it comes out in 2 weeks, the second part. But we'll be covering that shortly, and Obi-Wan. We're watching that, and Miss Marvel. So all good things. This is such a crazy, busy time in media with television and film to cover. So we're trying to stay on top of it right now. Yeah, so, I mean, it's going to be great. All exciting things. So, well, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and we will talk to you next time.